we learned at the end of Parshat Emor that a son of a woman Israelite, and he was the son of the Mitzri, the Egyptian, who raped this Jewish woman, and he went out and he quarreled, Vayinatsu. Now we know what Vayinatsu means. We know what that means. It means the origin of Nazism, which says the elimination of everybody but me. That is what Nazism represents. The elimination of everything other than my consciousness, my understanding. And this son of this woman, Jewish woman, made battle, but it's more than that, as we shall shortly. Ben ha-Yisraelit ve'ish ha-Yisraeli. When the husband of the woman who was raped by the Egyptian, when the husband found out about it, he went ahead, divorced his wife, and married another woman, and this marriage brought about a son. And therefore, when it says Ish HaYisraeli, he's talking about that aspect, the son of that man who left his wife. Now, what did he do? Vayikra ben Aisha HaYisraelit et Hashem, and he Vayikra means he struggled. Let's say he struggled, and through this struggle cursed the name of God, and they brought this son of the woman that was raped before Moshe, and he didn't know what to do. And we said this morning, placed him b'mishma. B'mishma does not mean in jail. There's another word, because by Yosef, when it says he went to jail, we have another word. It doesn't say mishma. And then it says, and this I did not discuss this morning, God said, take out this person who cursed the name of God, and we know what the name of God means. It means the light of God. It means he punctured, as we discussed this morning, he punctured, made a hole, made a halal, made room for the Nachash to enter. And what happened? The Torah says, or God told Moshe, take him outside the camp, and all those who heard, just heard him cursing the name of God, would have to participate in the removal. Of this negative energy that this son created, because they heard. So what if they heard? Did they agree? No, they didn't agree. But yet it says that they were compelled to participate in the death of this son of the Egyptian, and stone him. Who was to stone him? The people who heard. I mean, just because they heard, maybe they had no choice. Maybe they happened to be there at the moment that he decided to curse. Meaning, create a hole, a black hole, not a white hole, because he removed an aspect of the light of God, and therefore, everyone who heard had to stone him and put him to death because they heard. What is so significant about hearing? Hearing. From this we learn, and we did not discuss this morning, that we are very prone to hear things. And while we may not agree with what we hear, in fact, we may become even adamant. The fact that we hear, we permit ourselves to hear, we have become a part of that action, just by listening. Just by listening. Not even seeing, but even just by hearing. If you turned around and you didn't pay attention with your eye, these people, so as to avoid the black hole, I'd like to call it that, or that area where now the desire to receive has taken over. The desire to receive has taken over. The fact that we connect by listening, we will remain forever. We will remain forever with that negative energy intelligence. And we will have nobody else to blame when we hear things and say, but I never did. I never heard people. I never heard people. If I never heard people, why? Why am I responsible for what's happening in my life? The answer is, when you hear, you are a participant. Because you must ask yourself, how come I was there at the time that this took place? Why was I there? Now, if you do not ask that question, why was I there? Then you have no chance to remove that negative energy intelligence, unless you go ahead and kill the person, which we are not permitted to. But if we could ask of ourselves that we are not perfect, and we want the assistance of the light, and the light will not assist anybody who has the eye and even the hearing. I'm going to be finished in a few minutes. We'll call them back. No, let it be on and let it be here, and they'll listen. What?
I'm giving. I just giving a speech to you here.
Okay. All right. We'll be finished in just a few moments. Therefore, this condition and this storytelling, which seems very revolting to all of us because of the mere fact that we heard, let us understand that if you're not prepared to ask of yourselves, why am I in the condition and position that I am, then there's no hope. There's no hope, because the Torah says you were there, you were destined to be there, and therefore you have to face the same consequence. You have to eliminate that kind of negative energy intelligence.